Hey, hey, it's Kelly here at Don't Run with Scissors. I'm your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, three crazy rescue dogs who likes to craft in her spare time, has gone back to school to be an ASL interpreter, and is training for Ironman. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message, it boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem, and really and truly, I could appreciate that and use that. If you're returning, you already know what you're in for, so welcome back to the crazy. We are in the throes of finals. Yeah, it is insane. I actually took some downtime. Or first of all, let's do our sign of the week. I don't test. So you're gonna do your little X finger, which I don't know why. That's why. It's just gonna be like test. This is understand, but this is test. Like question. So lots of questions. Um, I hope you guys appreciate those. I also want to be very specific and very careful that I am not qualified to teach anybody ASL. So if you really want to learn ASL, you need to search out your local deaf community and learn from a deaf person. Um, it is something, but I think it's fun to do sign of the week, and I just think it's kind of fun. And it helps me learn and practice. So, yeah. It's going to be really short. I actually debated not doing this, but then I want to stay on routine. So yeah. So in the mail, let's do haul first, just because it's in my hand. Um, kind of related to cross stitch, but not really related to cross stitch. Been doing some Christmas shopping for the kids and whatnot. Trying to be ready. One of the things I found, and the reason that I'm going to relate this to cross stitch, hear me out, they are connected. On Etsy, I found these. They're the finger spelling, and I elected not to have the English letter put on them. That's E. But they're Scrabble tiles. It's a complete set of Scrabble tiles in ASL finger spelling. And the reason that I'm relating it to cross stitch is because I have a cross stitch pattern that somebody in the Monopoly game board charted out the Scrabble board. Yeah. So, guess what I will be starting someday soon. When exactly? I don't know. I don't know. I only have 5 days off between the semesters. I still have a rough draft that's due tomorrow for my final paper. I haven't even started it. I've been too upset about this professor, and I really need to let him not be under my skin. Y'all, I can't get over the fact that in class this man actually argued that you can use condescending in a positive way, and then as his example use the word wrong. And then he said that you shouldn't, in our class, use the word oncology, that instead we should use cancer as a one-for-one substitution. Y'all, they're not the same. Are they related? Yes. Are they the same? No. He said because most people don't know what the word oncology means. And I literally, at that point, y'all, I lost it. I am not proud of the person I have become in the last few weeks. I'm going to be honest. I'm really struggling with that. I looked at him and I said, so essentially you want me to dumb down my papers for you. Like, that's what you're telling me. You want me to dumb down my papers for you. He didn't really have a response. Other than he said, well, you know, most people don't understand really big words and are too lazy to go look them up. And again, I repeated, so you want me to dumb down my papers that I'm writing specifically for you, not the general population, but for you, on the theory that most people either don't know words like condescending and oncology. I got nothing. I got nothing. So yeah. My final in my non-grammatical class, I only know we had a written part, and then we had a part where we had to actually sign. On the part that I actually had to sign, I got an A. I have no other idea of any of the other grades in that class. I have the written part of my final for finger spelling, but as of right now, I have a B minus. By the way, in case you didn't know, in the deaf community, to clap, you sort of do jazz hands. I don't know, but this is clapping. Applause. We did really well on our Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We had done the practice run through in the class, got some good feedback. Apparently, I've been signing sleep wrong, so this is sleep, and I've just been doing, I think, like, I don't know how I've been doing it, but I've been doing it wrong. So got that corrected, which is great. I welcome those sorts of feedback because I want to be able to sign right. She's like, clearly we know what you're doing, like when you're talking about sleep, but y'all, it's almost 11 o'clock at night, and my son is now singing and alternately playing the French horn. What the hell? Welcome to my universe. It is a weird, demented place right now. But my finger spelling is actually one of the extra teachers or like mentors in that class, and she said to me the next night on Wednesday, she's like, you did really good. She's like, you were totally expressive and it was good. And I was like, and other people in the class were like, you nailed that. And I was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. So now we have to sing. We have to pick a song. To sign. Actually, to sign, not, well, interpret for class. And I think it was last week, we watched a video, and the interpreter was like, she gave a TED talk on music interpreting, and you know, she was like, she got into it because she had gone to an event, and the assigner was like, music, sign some words, music. She's like, who wants to watch music like that? And then she signs where she's really into it and really expressive and going, and it was really cool. And so afterwards we were having a discussion, and our teacher was like, who wants to watch that? And I said, that's a lawyer signing music. Because in law school, we do poker face. And he laughed and he goes, good point. It's like, good point. And so I, for a total joke, because it's going to have us practice our songs in front of everybody, I'm going to play the song Wipeout. Now, I know that dates me. I'm also pretty sure that that song is older than I am, but I remember hearing it quite a bit. Now, another friend said I should use Tequila, but I think I'm going to stick with Wipeout. And I'm going to play the little part towards the end because we don't have to sign the whole song. And I'm going to be like, Dylan, I practiced hours and hours and hours. It's hard. And then I'm going to be like, it's going to play and I'm going to be like, and I think he'll find that funny. I hope he finds it funny. But then I have my real song that I have the chorus. I need to practice at least one of the verses, but I think I'm gonna do Fight Song from Sarah Bareilles. So it's small boat on the ocean, sending big waves out into motion. Like one single word can make your heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. I don't know how to sign proof. So I've got to look that up. That's my mission. So yeah. So lots going on. Needless to say, I've gotten a few things off my table that you'll see some progress. Sadly, my pile over here is a little crazier. I started sewing the stack of project bags, and that is a majority of what it is. And I've been getting files off my desk and mail out. I have my StitchCon bag that is fantastic. Right now is holding all my mail that needs to go to the post office. Using it. So before I forget, we all have these lovely project bags, whether we make them or we buy them. My question is what do y'all label? Like, I know they're vinyl front, but I have some that aren't vinyl front. And honestly, to file through all the vinyl fronts, I'd just like to look. What kind of tags do y'all use that, like, identifies your project? Like, can I buy them? Like, what are y'all using? So my ASL words letters are my haul. I also have to do a huge shout out to Janet Jabber, who sent me Stitchy Kindness that blew me out of the water. And I am so grateful for this gift. But in all honesty, what meant the most to me was the card. It's not been easy. I actually tried a new med last week to try and help with everything, and had an awful reaction to it. I can't tolerate it. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. And I have reached the conclusion that for my overall health going forward, for quality of life, as much as I don't want it, I am going to reach out to my neurosurgeon in the morning to talk about him replacing the valve in my shunt with the one that has more settings, to see if maybe next Thursday, honestly, he can do it. Because if I have surgery that morning, if they can, by some miracle, that's what that's what we decide to do. There are other, like we discussed, there are a couple other options, but setting myself up that we're going to have surgery number 11. If he can do it that day, I finish classes on Tuesday evening. I would have surgery on Thursday, and I would literally be back on campus in classes on Monday. So barring any, like, we gotta hope there's no complications, essentially. So I got this amazing little card from Janet, and it just kind of hit me on one of those days that I was not feeling good, to say the least. And in the package, I have a lot of linen now, and I will use it all. Not right now, but there's some amazing traditional neutrals. There's a lovely beige, a cream, several whites. I wish I could get colors to show up, but like this beautiful green. I have a thing for blue greens. We all know this. Like, this is no big surprise. There's like a peachy color, and then there's beautiful pumpkin orange, purple, which is great because my dear friend who is a purple person got engaged over the weekend, and now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, could stitch her something. She better not be getting married anytime soon because we all know how fast I stitch. This hot pink. This doesn't look hot pink, but really there we go. It's this lovely hot pink. I have no idea, but I love it. And also this one. And this one actually has a label in it. It's 32 count Breakfast at Tiffany's by Black Cauldron Dye Works. I've never heard of them. But so pretty. It really is like that Tiffany, like a soft Tiffany blue. It's stunning. So, thank you, Janet. Thank you. This will be put to good use. Trust me. I will not let this linger. I have got a few of the stack of project bags all stitched. I think I did 8 so far. And then I had to go and run some errands and do some homework and but I did get some stitching done, and for that I'm extremely grateful. So let's delve in and do that. I can't find my picture of this, but we're all friends. We all know what it looks like. This is the Hillbilly Candle Company truck pattern that I converted the picture of and have been stitching away. I love Pattern Keeper. Y'all, I love Pattern. How did I stitch before without Pattern Keeper? Like, my stitching goes so much faster with Pattern Keeper. Like, I almost don't want to stitch things that don't have Pattern Keeper anymore. It's really weird. What's weird is I still want a paper pattern. I don't know why. Anyways, we got a little bit further on this. Believe it or not, there's a couple colors, couple shades of orange in there. Actually, you can really see them well. I know. I think we're just about at 1%. Cruising along. The problem is that there's so many colors in it that it is hard to carry all the flosses because and I haven't even like put all the flosses on drops because I ran out of drops. And I can't find the Cricut knife blade in any of my local stores. So I'm going to have to order one, I think, to cut the chipboard to make my floss drops. Because yeah. So that makes it a little difficult to stitch on the go. Not saying it's not going to happen at some point, but right now it's not happening because we have other things that we need to be working on, and we have been working on them. And so, I have been working away on my Whip Go goals. I know, y'all. I finished both my July goals this last couple weeks, or this last week. The first up is the Wonders of the Solar System. This is not all 10 parts because I don't have that picture printed off. Don't ask. I have not, this one is weird. Even though it came as a PDF, I can't get it to load up into Pattern Keeper right. I don't know. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. So I am still stitching off a pattern, paper pattern, with my highlighter. But y'all. So we have put 10 days in, which is our whip go goal. This was my June goal, or July. It was July. Square that got called. I had hoped to be farther, but as we all know, Mars about killed me. But, y'all wait for it. So there's Mars. Guess what? It's done. It's done. And we moved on to Neptune. Are they not gorgeous? Like the detail. And I messed up Mars. So it's not perfect, but it's perfect for me. And my daughter is fine with it. So that's all good because it's going to her. But that Neptune. Those blues are popping. And if you recall, I really struggled with this one. One, because I had made several mistakes on Mars. And so it was hard to adjust to, but it's pretty close if you look at the picture. Wait, there's Mars. I mean, I don't think anybody's coming at me about it. I think I did pretty good. But I wasn't too thrilled about the gray, and I was kicking back and forth. Do I restart it? Do I not restart it? And my daughter was like, just go and finish it. Just keep working on it. It's pretty, Mom. It's for her. If she's happy with it, I'm happy with it. So we did that. So we met our 10 days. That is not to say it won't come back out. But for now, we've at least met the goal. Okay, so the other one that my other July goal was 10 days on my least favorite whip. And as you all remember, it was a toss-up between working some more on my unicorn, the Transtastical cell. And it's not that I don't like it. I don't know why. Because I love the pattern. But it wasn't flowing, and I wasn't jiving with it. And I don't know. So it got put away because it had been called in June. And so my other option was that I had in my brain was for the Marine Corps emblem. And it's not that I don't like this one. It is that this one, I have frog. Okay. If this was not a gift for somebody I adore and like adore him and his wife, I would have thrown it in the garbage long ago. Yeah. So, but I have 10 days done as of today on the Marine Corps emblem. So this year I have worked on this for 20 days total. Do y'all see it? Do you see that? Yep. So while this is a whip goal met, this also does not have, this has a paper pattern because it's so old. It's like one of those paper patterns where they've drawn the symbols, y'all. Like seriously, those little O's are drawn. They're drawn. Let's just be honest. Those are drawn. And let's see. All those V's. Come on. People, those are drawn. Like, not, like, yeah. Not as bad, like, it's not as old as some patterns I've seen and done. But that's old. And so it has been a nightmare of a project. But I think I've reached the point of the Lord. I think. So while that is again going away for the time being, it is not going away because it is a gift and I want to get it done. The other thing that I have worked on, and I believe we are at, let me look. I think we're at day 5 of working on this one out of 10. I have 5 days in on this out of 10. What am I talking about? That would be There Is No Planet B from Cloud's Factory. It was a stitch along last year. when I started, I had just some of the green in here. Like I had to go through and figure out again which way was up on this. So now I have that first tree in, and I have part of my first animal. So here's my slight problem. The pattern is actually stitched. The example that they did, the model, is on a blue fabric, and then they stitched the white clouds. Do you see the dilemma? If I stitch white clouds, they're not going to show up, and that's going to look ridiculous. So my question is what color do I stitch my clouds? Do I stitch them kind of gray? Do I stitch them bright blue? Like, do I stitch them blue? What do I do? So if you have a cloud suggestion for me, please let me know. I am hoping in the next 5 days that I still have on this is to finish my okapi. Is that what I think that's how you say it. It's an okapi. O-P-A-K-I. I hope that's how you say it, because otherwise I have no idea. I don't know. And then I forget what animal is with him. But I'm hoping to finish block 1. Because I'm cruising. Actually, that's not bad. Considering everything, this is actually quite a bit of stitching. I know it may not seem like it is, but it really is for me. Plus the sewing, plus, lots of projects for school. So I do have all but 5 flosses that I can't find here at the Joann's and Michael's so far that I have looked at. I have 5 flosses that I still need to pull and track down for the picture that I'm going to stitch for my friend's mom. And then, like I said, I need to track down the knife blade for the cricket. Cujo and his friends. So yeah, there is all of that. So this goal this week is just to keep plugging along at everything. I did find my magic studies. That's my other 10-day goal for this month for WIPCO. Can I have a soda? What? Can I have a soda? Beans here. Bean has been a godsend. Next semester, I'm actually only in classes Monday and Tuesday. I think I figured it out. I have an asynchronistic, which means there's just deadlines, and there's a lot of them because it's nutrition. But, and I have yoga on Wednesday. Although, if I'm having brain surgery, I don't know that I'm going to be having, I don't know about yoga. I don't know how Boyd's going to feel about that. So that is another thing to ask him because, yeah, Bean gave me the blue popsicle, and she cleaned out the Jeep the other day. So I'm not quite sure. Either she's plotting something, or I'm dying and I just don't know it yet. What? I don't know. So yeah. So Magic Study is slated for 10 days. There is no Planet B is still slated for 5 more. That would put me up to date on WIPCO and current. About that time, even if I stitch every day between Jessie Marie usually calls the numbers on the 27th. It's the 15th. But it's only the 15th, and I have to stitch every day then on either Magic Study or There Is No Planet B, and that would I would be totally fine. Again, my goals are year-long goals, so I'm not going to stress about it right now. Honestly, I can't. I've been plugging away at my list for the office. I've been plugging away at my things to do list for the house or for like between school and everything else. And honestly, I've now got my list down where I can put what I have to mail out on my piece of paper and my shopping list. So that's pretty darn good. So I'm going to take that. And some of these are pretty easy. In fact, I get to cross off one right now that I'm noticing. Like seriously, one of them is to go to the post office, which would mean then I get to cross off this whole big section of things I have to mail. Change my windshield wipers. I have them. I just need to have 2 minutes to go out there and do it. It's the hard part. So, yeah. So with that said, I am going to upload this. I'm going to go to bed because I have to be up at the ass crack of dawn to do paper, go to class with Crazy Man, and then practice my song. So, with that, if you need anything, honestly, even though life is crazy here, I will always take time to see what I can do to help you guys out. Just reach out to me at His Princess Kelly on Instagram or TikTok. I'm also Kelly Briggle Green on Facebook. Feel free to send me a friend request or a message request, whatever you need to do or want to do. I am still working away on some patterns for Grandma's Stitching Box, but I don't have any new releases right now, and it's okay. Like I can only do so much. It's just me. So yeah. So with that, perfect timing. I am off to bed, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.